Hey everybody, it's Dallas42, back again with another 7 Days to Die video. It's the morning of day 77. Just last night we polished off this Pine Balls Bowling, Tier 4, here in the desert. And I didn't see the point in driving my motorcycle all the way back to our pine forest base and wasting gas when we want to just continue exploring down here. It is day 77, so we have to keep in mind that we need to get back home for the blood moon, but we got time to do maybe one more tier 4 down here, or just continue to explore and put things on the map. So let's go check up north here. There's a bit of an urban area, and there's a whole bunch of POIs up there that we have not put on the map yet. So we'll continue to explore POIs, and if we find a tier 4 that we haven't done yet, we'll go do it real quick before it gets too late. But basically, yeah, we got until about noon or so, and then we need to start heading back to our pine forest base. This is a tier 1. See if there's any easy gas here. A little bit. Oh, the good old Poopy Pants Daycare. Now, before we go too far, if you enjoyed today's video, please click the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. If you haven't done so already, hit that bell to get notified whenever I post something new. Leave a comment, tell me what you thought about everything, share it with your friends. All that stuff helps my channel keep growing. I do appreciate all of your support. Fats Foods. All pretty small stuff over here, medium-sized stuff. Where else? Let's check up towards this way. There's all these POIs. They're all pretty small, it looks like. Let's just go ahead and get them on the map. That one's already on the map. There's no way out of here. Got a wandering zombie band over here. Nice. I gained a level in the process, and they dropped a bunch of bags. What's the wrong button? Okay, what do we need over here? Machine gunner level 5. Give me better machine gun damage, faster fire rate, and faster reload. And each shot scored with automatic weapons gives me 6 stamina. And find more parts and whatnot. I'll take that, thank you very much. Machine guns maxed out. Hey, 2 more vehicle crafting. We're up to 90. That's awesome. Miner Gloves 5 might be an upgrade. Don't really need any of that. I think after our Blood Moon, in tomorrow's video, I'm going to spend some time just taking a look at different mods and things that we can build now, because I've gotten the books to build a bunch of different mods and have not yet actually gone and seen what I can build. So there might be some advantageous mods that we could be building after the Blood Moon. I want to try to do that. As expected, these are pretty small fry over here, but let's just get them on the map so there's no more mystery about it. If they're at least a tier 1, I don't put tier 0s on the map. Once we put them on the map, we never have to put them on the map again. They'll just always be there. Sure doesn't seem like there's any limit to the number of markers you can put down on the map, which is nice. That was something I was kind of worried about in the early stages, but it doesn't seem to have ever been a problem. Bit of a tedious process, but just we'll be able to look at the map and know everything, what's where, not waste our time looking around at the same things over and over again. This one's actually like somewhat substantial over here. It is a tier 4. It's the Seedy Manor. Well, we'll go run it real quick and then we'll label it after we're done, because I'm definitely going to want to run this. She's a tough big mama. Direwolf! We've come a long way to where we can deal with the direwolf like that. You remember the first time we fought one of those and had to open up on it and fired everything we had into it and still didn't knock it down. But now we're able to handle it. Pretty cool. Not very sure the way into this POI, but let's look around and see what we can figure out. Yeah, after we finish this POI, it'll be pretty much time to head back. Nothing too exciting in here. A hobo stew. Got plenty of that already. All that for a pile of junk. That's how it goes in this game sometimes. He fell down in an unexpected way. Oh, that's your foot. I thought that was your head. Hey, more vehicle crafting. Up to 91 on that. Won't be long now. Get that up to 100 and we can try to build a gyrocopter. Ah, this is the way. Lantern's showing me the way, as per typical. When in doubt, follow the lights. Don't get up. Found the payoff. Oh, 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 oh. I'm standing on the fire. Don't stand on the fire. Take care of that. I can use that salmon to make fish tacos, I think, which might be a good item for me. I don't know. I don't think it's better than sham chowder. More bow. Bunch of junk. Gotta remember to take stuff out of the boxes if we don't need it so that the contents will respawn. Fairly certain that the contents of the boxes do not respawn unless you remove everything out of the box. Hey, got it on the first try. Nothing too exciting in there. I was a little disappointed to find that you can only put the scope 8x onto the hunting rifles, onto the rifle category of weapons. Because it would be nice if I could put it on a machine gun. If I could put it on a tactical rifle and really get this thing kitted out for long distance work, that would be nice, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Alright, that's all there is to that one. It's the Seedy Manor, and we did it. See, if we had not come over here and looked at these POIs, we never would have known that was there. That was a new one for us. Alright. So next, I'm going to start making my way back towards my home. Let's slap a marker over here. But first, on the way out of this town, we can examine a few more of these local POIs. Just make sure that we're not seeing any other Tier 4 stuff. We won't do it right now if we find them, but we can at least put them on the map. That one's a 2. Saw a couple of swine over there at the Shady Swine. I guess I kind of ruined the marker that I put on my house by putting a marker on there. That's alright. Coyote. Let's just check these two real quick. This one's a 2. And across the street here. This is a 1. Easy gas in there. Out of order. Alright, we're heading back home, but we'll stop and check any POIs along the way that we haven't mapped yet. This one's a 0. Okay, that pretty much does it for that. Alright, my next step is I want to grab some of this oil shale. I get some easy oil shale while I'm here. Bring home a couple thousand of that with me. At least 2,000 between all what we take home. If we take home 2,000 oil shale, that allows us to build another stack of 5,000 gas. I just want to kind of keep that going, so each time I'm down here in the desert, I'm just going to grab some of it. Don't have to go too buck wild, but just get enough to build another stack, really, is what it comes down to. After that, we better start heading back home because time is becoming an issue. We need to be in our fighting position at 2100. One more here. Let's get... Let's just get the easy stuff out of this trench, and then we'll hop on the motorcycle and head back. Okay, that's good enough. Got enough for a full stack. And let's put down a marker. And we're heading straight back. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Let's just get back there. I'll stop for any wildlife that I see, but that's about it. Chicken. This tack rifle is definitely the best for that. I didn't have it equipped there. I just used a SMG. But I want to have that tack rifle equipped so I can hop off the motorcycle and immediately use the tack rifle. I take that into consideration when you're in a vehicle. If you need to jump out of that vehicle in a hurry and shoot at something, which weapon do you want to have equipped? Alright, so we got to get back to our main base, drop a few things off, grab the ammo types that we want to use for the Horde Night, get all those reloaded, grab some recog, anything else we might think of. Due to repair this motorcycle too. We're getting a little bit beat up. Hey, I'm glad we stayed down in the desert this morning because we were able to find that one additional Tier 4 POI that we hadn't done yet. And I think that lower left town in the desert there is pretty well scouted now. We'll take another closer look later, but I'm pretty sure we've got all the Tier 4s out of that lower left town. This town here. No, this town here. This town might still have some surprises for us. We got to check that one out more carefully next week. Excited to see how our new zombie pit does with the upgrades we made yesterday. Poured concrete all through the bottom of the zombie pit and around the walls too. So hopefully if they decide to beat on stuff down there, they won't cause enough damage to break all the way through those walls. Good rule of thumb on Horde nights is you should start heading back to your base at about noon. Give or take a little bit. You always want to be back at your Horde base with a little bit of time to spare, ready to go, have time to look at your inventory, gather all the things you need for the Horde night. You don't want to be rushing to get into your Horde base at the last possible second. That's never a good idea. can always kill some time doing some crafting or selling things to the trader or whatever if you have a little extra time. But you don't want to have to try and travel all the way across the map at the last possible second and be in a scramble to get back to your base. It's not advisable. The 4x4 sure looks cool, but man, that thing's a gas guzzler. We'll use it if we're going to relocate to a safe house in another biome and stay there for a while. Like when we go to the snow, we'll probably use it. Okay, let's just drop these out for now. I'm about to re-equip them here in a minute. How about a Miner Glove 5? Yeah, that's better than what I had. Let's get our coal and start crafting another stack of gas. That one there. There we go. Keep that coming. That's our ticket to ride right there. Gotta have gas. That was a backup that I wanted to hang on to. Better than the tier 4 backup I had. Okay, then the next thing is I want to get all the ammo types that we want to use for the Horde Night, which is primarily AP is the good stuff for the Horde Night. Think about like that. Let's get everything reloaded the way we want it. There we go. We can drop out all these so we have more room to pick stuff up after the Horde Night, because I'm only going to use AP during this Horde Night. I'm not going to use any high power. Alright, what else do we need? We might need some steel. Probably not, but I'm going to take it just in case. If it looks like our fighting window has taken a lot of damage, we can do a quick repair on it. What else do we need? Probably that should... Oh, a recog. That's what I want to take. I always like to take a recog right at the beginning of the Horde Night. What about up here? Do I have anything exciting up here? What does this do? Reset skill points. We don't want to do that. I'll be eating a sham chowder before this event. Oh, that shouldn't be in there. Or should they? Yeah, if they're useful in recipes, I don't want to keep them in there. Just eat these and get them out of the way. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of stuff over to the trader and sell it as much as we can. Take some of these. There we go. I might be able to do this a couple of times before the... Where's my bicycle? Oh, I left it over here by the Horde Base. I might be able to do this a couple of times before we have to get into our fighting position. Just offload as much of this junk as we can. This is where you want to have your 44 pulled out because you'll get better prices.
Until you came in. What do you want? Flash some cash or get lost?
Let's see if he's got anything worth buying. Vehicle adventures, he's got 3 of them. I'll buy all of those. As for the rest of that stuff, it's not something I need, so I'm going to hold off on those. Doesn't have any mods I can't live without right now. I think we're probably good.
Be careful out
Let's
there.
read these 3 magazines.
Get hurt.
Up to 94 on vehicle crafting. We might just have it maxed out by the end of this Horde night with all the loot that the zombies drop. There might be 7 more vehicle crafting mags in and amongst those, if we're lucky. Let's sell them some more stuff. Get on top of this selling situation a little bit. Hard to believe we've made it 77 days in this game. That's a long time. I'm sure other players have played a lot more than I have.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
Heard about some people hitting level 300 in this game. I'm only like 75 or something, so... I just noticed this up here, restock day 79. So that tells you right there when he's going to have more stuff. That's handy. I never noticed that before. Alright, let's go back and grab another round. Come on, bike. Just offload all this junk to him. Start next week with an empty to sell box. Okay, he didn't want those. He had his fill of raw meat for right now. Alright. Got 3 hours until we need to be in our fighting position. The other thing I should do is do some repairs on my weapons. Just do that now while I'm thinking about it. This one's marginal, but let's go ahead and just repair it. I'll repair this auger while I'm at it too, so I don't forget to do it later. There we go.
What's it gonna be, huh?
Go.
Oh, you want a guarantee, huh? Well, maybe you should try.
I got enough stuff for one more trip. I think I got time to do it, so let's go do that. go. Just fully offload this stuff. I've been meaning to do this for a while.
Take a look at the shit I got, but don't expect me to cook it for you.
Okay, he didn't want more of those things, so we'll drop those back in our box for now. Some of that stuff you won't buy unless you have a certain size of stack. Okay, the time is 1900. We got 2 hours before we need to be back in our fighting position. You know what I'm going to do while I'm thinking about it is I'm going to repair this thing. And again. And again. Just don't want to have to worry about it for a while. I'll refuel it while we're thinking about it too. There we go, that's ready for action. I saw this bicycle needs some repairs too. There we go, perfect. Running a little low on repair kits. I think I have some more in here. Yeah, I have 4 in there. Should keep us going for a while. Okay, there's that. Time to do some farming. Let's wear that, and wear that. And then we'll go out here and harvest all these. Wear that, so I don't forget. Let's get some seeds planted. I can pick these up. Just whatever seeds we have, just keep things going here. Have a lot of time to mess around with it. Okay, that'll do. Put all that stuff away. Also got to put this away. All these cooking ingredients I just got from farming, put those away. Aloe vera is more of a medical item. Alright, I'm satisfied with that. Alright, it's pretty much time. We've done all the messing around we need to do. Let's get on over here into our fighting window and just make sure we're up there and safe before things kick off here. I'm excited to see how this works. Let's not fall in there and break our leg right before the Horde night. But yeah, I'm excited to see how that zombie pit works now. Okay, we can keep a lookout here for a little while. We'll close it up before the Horde night begins. About 21:50, I want to eat, drink, and take a recog. I've relocated this sledge, robotic sledge, such that it should have a little bit better range to hit the zombies. I've eliminated the second sledge. I eliminated this little lip that was over here so that zombies won't be able to stand on that and beat on my walls. Now if the sledge hits them, they're just going to go flying down over there somewhere. Thought about making a wall kind of like that one over there, like up here on this side somewhere. So if the sledge hits them, they hit that wall and they fall down into the zombie pit. That might be something I want to do for next time. We'll see how it goes. Come a long way in this game. Pretty much unstoppable at this point. The only thing that really has much challenge for us is the Tier 5 POIs, especially the ones in the other biomes. When we get to the snow biome, the Tier 5s there are going to be actually equivalent to Tier 6.5, because the snow biome adds an extra skull and a half base to everything. That'll be exciting when we get to the snow. We're not too far away now. Just want to do all the Tier 4s in the desert, and after that we will go and do our biome quests in the in the snow and get ready for that. Just to review, we're going to need to find or build shelter, harvest blueberries, craft a scorcher stew, use a scorcher stew, kill snow biome zombies, frost claw, and other zombies in the biome. Harvest coal inside of the biome, and then gather all these items. So it shouldn't be too tough once we actually put our mind to it. How are we coming on here? We're getting close to our overall kill animal goal. We have pigs are close, coyotes are pretty close, chickens are pretty close. Other ones got a ways to go yet. I'm not going to worry about these healer quests. These things are just obnoxious. Yeah, it's I mean, those two would be easy enough. This one I have to get a bleeding effect 24 more times before I can heal it, and like I'm never going to get that cuz I'm too robust. I'm too strong. Like they're not going to cause me to bleed, and all those other effects too. It's just like have to get infected. Well, that one I already did. This one I would have to get dysentery, and I'm never going to do that. Broken legs, broken arms, concussions. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about this. These are lame. They should reward you for not getting these, not for getting them and healing them. Maybe if you're playing multiplayer with other people and they're getting hurt and you heal them, then maybe that would make more sense. But for a single player playthrough, yeah, these are kind of lame. These ones are going to be rather time consuming also, because I have to get these while I'm actually mining things. But if we put our mind to it, we could do it. Alright, it's about time for action here. I need to eat, drink, and take a recog. I'm going to eat the sham chowder. And I'm going to take a recog. And we're ready for action. Let's see what they got for us this time. I better shut these windows. So don't get spit on from the side. Here we go. I love that that sledge, the robotic sledge. It's so awesome. Let's punt the zombies off of there. Try if we can to line up 2 zombies before we fire, because then hopefully it won't cause as much damage to my backboard. Try to use a little more trigger discipline and just not fire. Don't fire until I can see the reds of their eyes. So far, so good. It's actually kind of better for me to not fire at the zombies unless there's multiple of them lined up, and just let the sledge knock them off otherwise. That way I'm getting better use of my ammo, and I'm doing less damage to my backboard. Except for the police zombies, because they spit and damage things. So take those out whenever you see them. Try to have 2 of them lined up before I shoot. That's my goal here. Otherwise, just let the sledge knock them off. Last time I almost blew through my backboard, so that's why I'm being a little more careful now. Yeah, the sledge takes care of business, that's for sure. Where are they all? They're all beating on something. Down they go. Beat on my wall. So far, so good. Always makes you nervous. They're down there, like, possibly beating on stuff. And you don't get to see until after the Horde night's over what they were beating on. It works pretty good to just kind of let the sledge knock them off unless there's two in a row. Got the armor piercing ammo. Does a lot of damage. Just wait for a couple of them to line up and then boom. Otherwise, the sledge keeps the place clear. Works great. I probably could make more XP from just shooting them myself, but also don't want to do too much damage to that backboard. Maybe the big nasty green ones and stuff I should just shoot. The smaller ones we won't worry about. That guy shot his leg off or something. He was crawling at me. If they get up to my window and the sledge hasn't knocked them off, I'll just take them out. Whoops. I'll try to take out those brightly colored ones when I see them. They're good for XP. The sledge can destroy them, but it's less likely to destroy the big glowing ones because they're tougher. We got a demolisher. Red bag. My hope is we can get enough vehicle crafting books to max out our vehicle crafting after this night. That's my hope. This gun is where it's at. Conserve ammo and lots of stopping power. If I can aim correctly. Level 79, cha-ching. Ooh. Saw a red spider zombie there. Spider zombies can be a bit of a handful because they come in at a lower angle and you have to aim a little differently. That guy's a tough customer, that red spider zombie. Beat on my wall over there, jerk. Seems like they've definitely thrown more glowing ones at me as the night's gone on here. Less than an hour to go now. So far, so good. I think I found the magic formula here with this one sledge, and then just my gunplay. With the vulture, the desert vulture. So good. Desert Vulture with AP takes care of business on the Horde Nights. Every once in a while, they get stuck up next to my window for a moment, and the sledge takes a second to knock them off of there. So if I see that, I'm trying to take them out. Other than that, this is working really well. We made it. Just a few stragglers to clear out. I still hear it, but I don't see it. Still got that scary zombie music. Where are you? Are you down in my pit? No, you're not. You're over here. Okay. Stop beating on my walls. Alright, let's go take a look at the zombie pit, see how things look. Well, I'll be. They have not successfully destroyed any of these concrete blocks down here. They did beat on them a bit, but none of them were destroyed. Excellent. It worked as intended. Alright, come on, vehicle crafting skill. We gotta take everything to clear these bags out. Ooh, shotgun choke. Okay, we didn't have that one, but we don't use shotguns, so not the most useful thing in the world. Explosives. Fists. Spears. Electrical crafting. One vehicle. Up to 95. Shotguns. Okay, I'm full. We're going to go ahead and clear out all this loot, get it put away in our base, and then we'll call it a night. That Horde night went incredibly smoothly. These little improvements I've been making to the base seem to have been making solid difference. These are difference makers, these improvements that I've been making. Okay, let's ignore the ammo for a moment. Athletic shoes. Same as what I got. That one's got a little bit more health. Raider helmet. I got a better one. Start selling those. Okay, we're going to switch back to high power ammo. Like so. We're going to reload our weapons accordingly. Don't need to use AP ammo while we're in tier 4 or lower POIs. In a tier 5 it might come in handy. Okay, let's drop all that. Let's top these high-powereds up so I have a little bit more of that going on. There we go, that should be sufficient. Alright, let's go get the rest of this stuff. And I think tomorrow we're going to stay close to home and just work on, take a look at all of our crafting options, make sure that we have crafted everything we can, especially as far as mods are concerned. I know there's some new mods that I've gained the ability to craft that I have not yet made. Like, for example, I can put a laser sight on this, which I think would be a good thing to have. Knife skill. Okay, well, we did not get maxed out on vehicles, unfortunately. But we'll find those soon enough, in the natural order of things. Anything up here? Yeah, there's a blue bag sitting up there. How did this look? Well, it took a lot of damage, but it's not terrible. It's not half or lower. Okay. I'm going to grab this bag too while I'm here, just to get rid of it. Okay, let's put this stuff away, and we will call it a day. Nomad gloves. Well, it's better than what I had. While I'm thinking about it, I should top up those. Not that. Okay, we are ready for action, starting tomorrow. Some things have taken some damage over here, huh? Anyhow, let's update our sign here. So, 77 plus 7 is 84. So 84 will be our next blood moon. So that means 83 through 84 HBBM. And before that, we can go 78 through 82 tier 4s / snow. If we finish all the tier 4s in the desert, we'll move on to the snow and figure out how to get all those achievements, the challenges for the biome, to unlock the biome. Alright, there you have it. Another successful blood moon. This one went really smoothly. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Make sure you hit the bell to get notified whenever I post something new. Leave a comment, tell me what you thought about it, share it with your friends. All that stuff helps my channel keep growing, and I really appreciate all of your support. I will see you in the next one.